Good morning, South Park. Once again, it is I, Anderson. It's Thursday, January the 29th. Thursday, January the 29th, and we are still at home. I talked to Mr. Stacovi earlier. He goes, "Do you know we haven't seen our kids since last Thursday?" And I'm like, "No." And then I thought about it. He and I were talking, and I thought about it, and it's been that long. So hopefully everyone's doing safe, staying warm, obviously. It's just getting colder and colder and colder. Um, and Me being an old man, I'm a big fan of the Weather Channel. And home of Mickey Mouse, Orlando, Florida, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, this weekend, it's going to be 24 degrees in the morning. That's their low, 24 degrees. We got 24 degrees right now, and it'd feel like a heat wave. All right, so moms, dads, how's everybody doing at home? Hopefully, everybody's doing fine. And hopefully, your kids aren't driving you too crazy. And we got some work today. So, today, we're going to do a follow up on the topic of wolves, the reintroduction of the wolves in Yellowstone National Park. All right. Once again, hopefully, we're in school on Friday. If not, hopefully, we're back at school on Monday. I was actually up at school today just to get out of the house a little bit, and I went and talked to Mr. Godovic up at Central Office, just having conversations, making sure everybody's staying safe and making sure everybody's doing their work. And we're going to take a quiz today. Now, there's two ways to take the quiz. There's a one way on Cami. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, I upload it correctly. If not, all I want you to do is get a couple sheets of paper, good old paper, and I want you to number one, two, hang on, let me double check. One, two, 13. 1 to 13. I want you to number 1 through 13, but wait till we get there, okay? Wait till we get there. All right. Wolves in Yellowstone National Park. All right, here we go. Wolves are an important part of Yellowstone National Park's ecosystem. They were once gone from the park, but in 1995, scientists brought wolves back to Yellowstone. Since then, the wolves have helped keep the balance of nature by hunting animals like elk and deer. Wolves usually live in groups called packs and work together to hunt and take care of their young. They communicate by howling, which helps them find each other and protect their territory. Wolves are not only an important park are important for the park's wildlife, but they also attract visitors who want to see them in the wild. All right, so we have that information, and you're going to answer questions from that information. So once again, I'll read it again. Wolves are an important part of Yellowstone National Park's ecosystem. They were once gone from the park, but in 1995, scientists brought wolves back to Yellowstone. Since then, the wolves have helped keep the balance of nature by hunting animals like elk and deer. Wolves usually live in groups called packs and work together to hunt and take care of their young. They communicate by howling, which helps them find others and protect their territory. Wolves are not only important for the park's wildlife, but they also attract visitors who want to see them in the wild. All right? So let's think about this. So we were talking about the wolves in Yellowstone and how the wolves help change the hydrosphere, the water, the rivers, the biosphere, all the living things. Um, and we understand that when you remove one species, one animal, one plant, one living thing from an ecosystem, there can be positives and there can be negatives. We learned in the last couple of days that when they removed the wolf from Yellowstone, the negative effect was the elk population exploded. The negative thing is that since the elk population exploded, they ate too much vegetation, plants, trees, shrubs. We talked about the aspen tree and the honeysuckle that help stop erosion. The roots from those plants help stop erosion. We saw the negative aspect when you remove the wolves, the population of the elk went up, and how, because the population of the elk went up, they damaged the biosphere, the geosphere, and the hydrosphere. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to read you a quiz, and you're going to write down those answers. You do not have to write down the questions. Mom and Dad, they do not have to write down the questions. Now, I also put this on Cami, but if I did not do it right, or correctly, I should say, it's right here. So the very first thing, there's a fill in the blank part. So I'm just going to scroll down. So all I want you to do is, actually, I'm going to blow it up here. There you go. Fill in the blank. What I want you to do is number 1 through 5. Not too difficult, number 1 through 5. And for people who don't know what I'm talking about, just get out a pen and a pencil, pen or a pencil. And simply just number 1 through 5. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare right there. All right. Numbers 1 through 5. Okay, so here we go. Very first thing, there is a word bank. The word bank is howling. The year 1995, the word elk, the word ecosystem, and the word packs. Now, this should not be too difficult, because all the answers will appear in this text reading right here. And all you got to do is scroll down, and I want you to answer those questions. Now, moms and dads, if you're there, if you want to help them out, I totally understand it. All right. Number 1, wolves live in groups called blank. Once again, the answers will be down here in the word bank. Wolves live in groups called blank. Number 2, scientists brought wolves back to Yellowstone in the year, now this is a pretty easy one, which is the only one is a year down here. Number 2, scientists brought wolves back to Yellowstone in the year blank. Number 3, wolves help keep the balance of blank in the park. Wolves help keep the balance of blank in the park. All right, number 4. Wolves communicate with each other by how? And number 5, wolves mainly hunt animals like blank and deer. Now, all I want you to do, if you have any questions, just scroll back up. And it's all right there to be read. All right? You should all have that down. Okay. So the next part, once you have your answers written down, I can't find my mouse here. I want you to now number 1, or excuse me, do not number 1, number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 6 through 10. Like so, like so. All right? Now, this is a multiple choice. You have A, B, C, and D. All right? Number 6. The main reason wolves were brought back to Yellowstone. A, to attract to attract more tourists. B, to help balance the ecosystem. C, to replace bears. Or letter D, to eat all the fish. So why were wolves brought back to Yellowstone? All right. Number 7. What do wolves mostly hunt in Yellowstone? All right, there's one on there on the next page. Let me just shrink this down just a little bit. All right, do they mainly hunt, letter A, fish and birds, letter B, elk and deer, letter C, rabbits and squirrels, or letter D, bears and bison? What do wolves mostly hunt in Yellowstone? Just go ahead, put down the letter. I'm going to blow this up back. Number 8. How do wolves communicate with their packs? Letter A, barking. Letter B, roaring. Letter C, howling. Or letter D, singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. So how do wolves communicate with their packs? All right. Number 9. What is a group of wolves called? Letter A, a flock. Letter B, a herd. Letter C, a pack. Or letter D, which I hope we're all there on Friday together, school. What do you call a group of wolves? All right, number 10. Why are wolves important to visitors at Yellowstone? Why are wolves important to visitors at Yellowstone? A, they are friendly pets. I don't know about that one. Letter B, people like to watch them in the wild. Letter C, they clean up trash. Letter D, they plant trees. So why do you think people want to come to Yellowstone and see the wolves? Now, when we were there, we got to see the bison. We did not see wolves. We got to see some pronghorn. We got to see a whole bunch of elk. And when we were leaving Yellowstone and we were driving through the Shoshone National Forest into a town called Cody, right on Route 20, if I remember correct, right by the Buffalo Bill Dam and Lake, we saw a grizzly bear. We were maybe a half a foot, 50 yards from it. It was close to the road. We saw a grizzly bear on the way to Cody, Wyoming. So, but did not see any wolves. Now, my buddy Tony Catano, who is a South Park graduate, who lives over by me, actually was in Yellowstone, and he actually got to see them and film them, and they kind of surrounded his car. They were communicating with each other. I'm not going to tell the answer. They were communicating with each other, and they kind of got fairly close to him, and he was smart enough to go back into the car. But he is a very smart guy. He's a nuclear engineer, and he got outsmarted almost by a group of wolves. What would we call that group? Would we call it a flock, a herd, a pack, or a school? All right, now we're going to go down to some open-ended questions. So you're going to give yourself some space. Now, what do I want? Give me 2 to 3 sentences. If you can give me 3 to 4, that would be awesome. Awesome. 3 to 4 would be awesome. Matter of fact, let's make it 3 to 4. I'm going to challenge you because I know everybody's intelligent enough. 3 to 4. And the moms or dads are around, or grandmas or granddads are around. If they want to help you out, I totally understand. Number 11. So all I want you to do is write number 11, like so. Write number 11, and here is the question. Here we go. Why do you think it was important to bring back wolves to Yellowstone National Park? Why do you think it's important? Now, give me 3 to 4 sentences. Go. 3 to 4 sentences. Now, if you need any help, go back up to the top and reread that article. Now, once you're writing your 3 or 4 sentences, here's all I want you to do. Is draw a line underneath your answer like so. And then I want you to write number 12. Number 12. Let me slide that up so my big head's out of the way. Describe one way wolves help other animals in the environment in Yellowstone. Think about it. We talked that how the wolves eliminated some of the elk, and now you had ponds of water. How did the wolves help the biodiversity of Yellowstone? Think about it. All right, now you're going to write that. Now, once you're done with number 12, once again, you're going to give me 3 sentences, and you're going to go down and then write number 13. Number 13. Number 13's question is this. If you could visit Yellowstone, I really want you to. If you could visit Yellowstone, what would you like to observe about the wolves and why? Give me a couple questions. For instance, I would like to visit Yellowstone National Park to observe the wolves. The reason why, I've seen many animals. I've seen many animals in person. I've seen many animals at zoos. I've seen many animals on the computer. I would love to see almost gave you an answer. I would love to see a group of wolves hunt. I think that would be so impressive how they communicate with each other and how they bring down some prey. That would be awesome. So what I want you to do is when you're all done, so moms and dads, when you're all done, I want you to bring this in to class. And this will go on the third 9 weeks. Third, as a grade. Very simple. Make sure your name's on it, and I'll go, hey, everyone, bring me up your quiz. And that's the easiest way for me to tell who's been paying attention, who's been doing their work. Who's been doing their work. I want you to do well on this. You have all the answers right here. All the answers right here. Excuse me. Right in that reading, you have all the answers. So I don't want anyone, it's too hard. No. It's not too hard. This should take you maybe 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes to complete. Right here, these open-ended questions, give me 3 to 4 sentences about them. All right. Now, I'm sure more people are going to email me tomorrow than the last couple days because everything else has been on video. I try to keep it educational. I try to keep it interesting. I try to keep it fun. And I try to keep it easy for you to understand. And more importantly, I try to keep it easy for your parents to understand. I know moms and dads, sometimes the information on the Canvas page gets confusing or difficult to understand. That's why I like to put everything on this YouTube channel. You can sit there and you can watch it, and it's good to go. All right. If you have any problems, please email me. I got my phone with me. I got my computer, and I'll email you back. I know a couple people did, and I answered them as soon as possible. All right. If anybody needs a copy of the notes, email me. You need a copy of the notes, and I'll share my version. There'll be the viewer version. You won't be able to change it, but there'll be the viewer version of my notes. All right. Take care. Hopefully, I see you guys on Friday, and I'm not just saying that to say it. I truly mean it. And hey, behave, stay warm. Fingers crossed for Friday. All right. Bye bye.